Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is John with My Chamber TV, and man, we are in an awesome location today. We got him coming on. We're at Beachwood restaurant, and this is absolutely fun. But right now, I have Mike Sutton. He is from Habitat Humanity Pinellas.
Pinellas,
right?
And West Pasco.
And that's right. I keep forgetting that they combine. You know. So right out of the gate, I'm going to ask you, how did the whole COVID-19 thing happen? Did it shut you guys down completely, or?
Yeah, in some ways it did. I think, it was a surprise to everyone. So we initially shut down for about a 2-week period just to kind of regroup and figure out how to operate.
Right.
But since, we have both of our retail operations back open again, we never stopped on our construction sites. So we were able to continue to build homes.
That's awesome.
We just had to eliminate the volunteer component for a short time.
Right.
But no, we're keep moving. So
that's absolutely phenomenal. You back open now?
Yeah. We have some limited hours right now, but and staff's working remotely for the most part out of our office locations. But yeah, things are going pretty good.
Well, let's talk about now that I've got that out of the way, because that's one question I always want. Right now, it is a very important question. But let's talk about the mission.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the mission of Habitat for Humanity.
Sure. So most folks, think we're an organization builds homes and gives them away, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Right.
The families that we partner with have to meet certain income requirements. They have to put in what we call sweat equity hours, so they have to help build their home. Alongside volunteers and our subcontractors. And then they go through a series of 20 homebuyer education classes.
That's smart.
Well, that's the key to the success of the program. In a lot of ways, we're breaking habits and breaking kind of a mindset that folks have when it comes to spending and saving. And so with the families that we serve, what we see is that, we've had 0 foreclosures in 14 years.
Right.
And so we really feel like that is because of the education program.
You're not giving them the homes.
No, they're purchasing the house.
That's right. You're putting them into a kind of a mortgage.
It's a 30-year mortgage,
right.
0 interest.
Okay.
So what makes Habitat different is that we're providing them with that 0 interest mortgage that keeps the home affordable for the duration of the note. So
right. You got to have a little
skin in the game.
If you don't, because if you don't, it's like, I was given to me. Woo,
yeah. So the classes, the sweat equity, and then they're purchasing the home. And that really is what I think is the driving force behind the success of the program.
That is absolutely awesome. Now let's talk about, you got a big project going up in our neck of the woods. In an area that was once I'd drive through there and I'd drive a Hummer and I would still lock my doors. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's an enclave of the county that has been neglected for years.
Right.
And so Habitat was approached about going in and doing some work in there. And thankfully, the county stepped up and provided us with a lot of support.
Nice.
But we've pulled out about 45 units out of there. So it was a former mobile home area.
It was.
That we've slowly been converting to single family residence. And so we've ripped out about 45 mobile homes. We've found some pretty interesting things, and we've pushed a lot of the crime out.
Right.
So it was known for drugs, prostitution, and now we've completed 5 new homes in there, and we have another 15
which
slated.
Are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they're beautiful homes.
So cool.
Yeah, and they're all elevated. We had to build them above the floodplain, but we kind of went with like a New Orleans, kind of Ninth Ward look. Where they're cottages, elevated,
right?
Beautiful homes.
But we call because I'm from the South and actually from the Louisiana, we call them shotguns.
Yeah, exactly.
So and they're made that way so you can open the front and back door and a breeze comes
right through.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And they're they're gorgeous. My wife and I are like, wow, that's really going to make this neighborhood completely different. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, and it's so close to all kinds of retail and the walkability in that area of the county is important too. So yeah, we're excited about that project. It's really taken off.
Excellent. Now, how are the stores going?
Stores are good. I mean, they're back at limited capacity right now, and we're trying to abide by all the regulations.
The
around
CDC
COVID.
has a list that you got to follow.
So we ask people to wear masks. Observe the 6-foot rule. We provide cleaning supplies as people walk in.
Right.
So we ask them to wipe their hands and all that. We're cleaning all of our carts, and we're cleaning. We're actually, our staff's getting there 2 hours before opening and 2 hours after to make sure that we're cleaning the stores and keeping it as as in order as possible.
And it's still a touch zone, so you can go in there and pick pieces out, and that's
that's the hard part.
That's part of having us to get back going in business correctly. Is
the interesting thing is, during COVID, everyone has been going through their home and getting rid of things, right?
Yes.
So the plethora of donations that has come in has been huge.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're taking all those donations and we're putting them into kind of a holding zone so that we can, spray them down, and sanitize them, and make sure everything's clean before we put them out on the floor.
Okay, so we got about 5 minutes left. So so let's talk about any other big projects that are on the horizon.
Yeah, so we'll probably build about 70 homes this year, and all throughout Pinellas and Pasco County. And we couldn't do that without the support from the community. But we have a number of different projects going on. We're building 75 homes over the course of about 2 years in Pinellas Park. That's kind of our big project.
Wow.
Besides the one up in Newport Richey.
Wow.
So it's really kind of changing the face of that community to move in 75 brand new homeowners.
Right.
And then we'll be building homes scattered everywhere from, Oldsmar, Safety Harbor, Clearwater, Largo, St. Petersburg. We try really hard to be present in all the communities throughout the county.
Okay, so if I'm a business owner watching this right now, and I go, I want to help.
Sure.
So do I contact you and say, Mike, I want to help? How can I help?
Yeah. So a number of different ways. Volunteerism is obviously the lifeblood of what we do. So we always need volunteers to help build homes.
Right.
We need the expertise in our restore and helping us to push out products. We also need funding. We're a $18 million organization now, and so we raise all those dollars here locally, and so we need that support. So volunteering, donations, shop at our restore can always help. So that's a big component. We need the donation of items, but then we also need folks to come in and purchase those items.
Right.
And then we also need the homeowners to partner with. So
I was getting ready to say, so now I'm a homeowner watching this, and I'm going, wow, I really want to get involved.
Yeah.
How do I go about doing that?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. You can go on our website and check out the qualification process. We kind of briefly touched on that, but really, if they have a need for housing, they have the ability to pay because they have a steady job and steady employment, and they're willing to partner with us with the sweat equity and the classes. They can fill out the application form online and go through that process with us.
Right. I absolutely love what you guys do. I love the restore myself because
you're a frequent shopper.
Our whole studio is literally, our back walls are built from all the extra flooring that you guys have.
Sure.
And I always go in there and just see what's there. It's amazing what people, when they have these overruns, they'll go do a project and I don't need these anymore, and they'll take it to you guys.
Sure.
And everybody else looks at it, well, that's just one box, so it's not enough. For me, I'm like, hey, that's another wall.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
There you go.
So where are the restores at?
So our restore locations, we have one in Clearwater, 49th and Ulmerton.
Okay.
We have one up in Newport Richey off of Madison. And then the Habitat that's in Hillsborough County has two on Hillsborough Avenue and one in Brandon. So in the Tampa Bay region, there's restores all throughout the community.
And if they're over in Hillsborough, you'll let them. It's okay to go.
Yeah, of course.
I know. I think it's just drive up the one Newport Richey where I got.
There you go.
That is a great little. I tell you what, and I find some very eclectic stuff in there.
You never know what you're going to find. We actually had a cabinet company this past week that donated probably 18 pallets of cabinets to us, brand new cabinets.
Wow.
If you're looking to finish out your kitchen or
there you go.
Remodel or anything like that, they're brand new.
So okay, let's give them the website.
So it's habitatpwp.org.
PWP.
Yep.
Okay, and they want to just make a donation. Can you do it online, or do they call you guys up?
They can access everything online. So you can
Everything
donate,
is there.
volunteer, sign up to volunteer, or sign up for the homeownership program all through the online program.
Excellent. So we've got about a minute 40 left. I'm going to ask you a little bit. So how is the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce treating you?
Great. The chamber, all of our memberships to the chambers are key to us being able to get out into the community and let folks know what we're doing.
Right.
The Upper Tampa Bay Chamber has been great over the last few years of establishing a nonprofit coalition that really has helped nonprofits figure out ways to collaborate together. but also how to get their word out. We all have limited resources, right?
Right.
But we have to figure out ways to let the community know how they can support us, how important our mission is to the growth of the community. And so the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber is great. We really appreciate
Doug's
it.
treating you right.
Doug, I don't know about him, but everybody else is
that Doug guy.
Oh man,
I know. So this is something new that we're doing on My Chamber TV. That's your camera right over.
Okay.
I want you to look at that camera for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Give the people at home what they need to know in 30 seconds.
Sure. So Habitat for Humanity continues to partner with families in our community to provide affordable housing. And we couldn't do that without the community support. So we're always in need of volunteers. We're always in need of funding. And looking for folks to come in and shop our restores. And if you're a family looking for the opportunity to own your own home, Habitat may be that option. So check it out at habitatpwp.org.
All right, everybody, go freshen up that coffee, beer. We don't judge here. We're all whatever is good for you, and we'll be right back with another great business from the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce. That bay gets me every single time. We'll see everybody shortly. Okay, we're back, and this is you're a returning guest.
I am.
I can't even call you a newbie anymore. You're a returning guest. We're here with AJ. Now you've got something new cooking here called Trade Paddle.
That is right, John. So Trade Paddle is an online marketplace for local artisans, entrepreneurs, and local makers to get their products out there. It's nothing like what you can see out there. It's a very unique platform, and we thought that, especially with what's going on with the economy right now, this would be something of great need.
Okay. We got to this.
Get into more details.
We're going to get in more details because to
Yeah.
me. So if I'm a local guy and I'm making cups, but they're custom cups,
Right.
I can join your platform.
Absolutely. So Trade Paddle was brought into fruition because we saw a need where, especially with COVID times, people are getting unemployed, or someone who is good with creating cups. They don't really have a place where they can start selling them and still keep the money locally within the community.
Okay.
Right. So Trade Paddle was created to really help that support local products initiative, and also the beauty of it is think of it as a lot of people out there might have heard about Etsy or eBay,
Right.
and think of Trade Paddle as Etsy and eBay combined together, where you can bid on this cup you would be manufacturing.
Okay, so does the artist put up a suggested price?
Correct, absolutely right. So the artist would put up the suggested price, or say the MSRP, right? Say it cost you $2 to create this cup, and then the suggested price of this cup is say $5. However, it's all about perceived value.
Right.
For me, it might only worth $3 or $3.50, right? And that might be the only amount of money I want to spend on it.
Right.
So because of that, Trade Paddle allows someone to actually start bidding after the reserve price to start bidding on a product. So that way, it might be worth $3 for me, but someone else might want to spend $5 on it, or
Right.
$3, $3.50,
Right.
right? So that way, the artist is compensated for the effort, the labor and material for creating this product. And at the same time, the perceived value is met from the consumer side. So it's all about giving the power to the consumers rather than someone dictating, this is how much you're going to pay for this particular product.
And the tradesmen have to be able to be okay with, well, I put it up there for $5, but I only really sold it for $4, and he has to be okay with that that. Now, what about the shipping side of it? So is that a separate fee, or is it is it, if it fits in a box, it can ship for this much type of thing?
Right. So I think you had a two-part question. So
I did. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. So to answer your first question, the artist should obviously be okay with accepting the sale price, or whatever the price it got sold for. But it's all about volume. right? So
Right.
you're not going to just create one cup. If you are creating one cup, or you can be making dining room tables, you can be making soap, you can be making anything,
Right.
And which you are good at. So when you are good at something, you'll be making more
More
very
and
quickly.
more of it. That's right.
So in a case like that, obviously, it's all about volume. The
Right.
more volume you make, you're going to be good with that.
Right.
So the second question about shipping, if a product is less than $35, we want the artist to include the cost of shipping in the product price.
Okay.
Or they can keep it separate, and there will be a shipping price, which is a nominal fee like $5.
Right.
Right. It's a flat fee shipping price. Anything over $35 ships for free. From the artist side or the supplier side, you would include the price of shipping with the product.
Okay.
Because as you know, we all like free shipping.
Oh, yeah.
If the moment we see, you got to pay $13.50 for shipping, we are like, why does it cost $13.50 for shipping?
Right.
We don't want to go there. So
Right.
It's for the artist's benefit to keep the shipping free, or make it free. Include that in the cost of the product.
Okay. Now, are you dealing with? Is this going to go national?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or are we talking Tampa Bay proper at this point in time?
It is going national. It's actually open for US and Canada.
Okay.
And the products which are going to be on this platform are only going to be made within the US. They have to be made within the US or Canada. That's the only way you can have a product on Trade Paddle. And again, it's all about keeping the money locally,
Right.
helping the people who are especially affected by the COVID-19, or people who didn't have a way to sell the products, or put their hobby into play, and maybe have it as a second income stream.
Right.
So we are going to start with the Tampa Bay market, and we a couple of weeks back sent an email out to folks in our database, and we had a huge response. People who print in 3D masks, or print, just wanting to be on this platform, and we got a positive response, right?
Right.
We got a good response back. So therefore, we will have another round of invitations going out. And right now, if you go to tradepaddle.com, you can register as a supplier. The platform itself has not been launched yet,
Okay.
but it will be within the next few weeks.
Right.
But anyone can go to Trade Paddle, that's trade starting with a T, go to tradepaddle.com, and you can register to be a supplier. There's an onboarding process which will walk you through getting through paperwork, getting your products on the website, whatnot, and then you start selling.
And okay, so once, because I go on to tradepaddle.com and I start finding something I like, and I get into a bidding thing and I win.
Right.
Payment is going to be handled on the site,
Yes.
just like anywhere else.
Yep.
See, to me, and now is that a direct pay to the tradesman, or is it goes through you and then you guys pay out?
Right. So it comes to us because we want to keep the transaction seamless, right?
Right.
And it's uniform for everyone. It's pretty easy, as just if people are familiar with going on Amazon and buying something on Amazon, it's the same experience.
Okay.
You get on this website, you buy a product, pay for the product, or you bid on the product, or you even have a buy now price if you really want the product.
Right.
You can buy it, and by paying full price, and then you pay for it, and the money comes to us. Then we keep a commission.
Of course, you got to keep the site going.
Yeah, and then the rest of the money gets directed to the suppliers.
Now, are you guys really background checking everybody? So I'm not buying, because you said all the stuff you want, everything is being crafted in America or Canada. But what if I'm shifty, right? And I go buy a bunch of stuff from China and I bring it in, and then I'm selling it on there as if I made it, even though it's out of the country made.
Right. Yeah, we will not allow that to happen. So part of the onboarding process is an agreement which we sign to make sure that it's made within the United States. And then also, when we start seeing products which are getting onboarded, we will be going through what we see in there, and if we see anything, as you said, shifty, we will call them up, and we easily can just disable that account.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's, I mean, we'll do that because as you can probably hear from my accent, I'm an immigrant in this country, but I love this country.
Yep.
And I really want to support the people here, right? And we don't want anyone trying to scam the system. We won't allow that.
Right. That's all. See, and that's assurance for us, because it's, I mean, and not just for me, but I'm a geek and I buy a ton of stuff online.
Right.
And it's really sad when I look for something, then I come in and I'm like, oh, I could have got that on Amazon for half the price, and it was made in wherever, it just wasn't made here.
Right.
Then you really are. That's, to me, that's absolutely phenomenal. So, where can everybody find you guys?
They can go to tradepaddle.com. That's TRADEPADDLE.com. Go to tradepaddle.com, and you can probably see the website on the screen.
Now, do I need to set up an account with Trade Paddle to be able to buy?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a very easy process. It's not like some of those old school websites where you have to create an account. You got to give your mother's name, all kinds of names, and Trade Paddle sign up happens with just the email address.
Okay.
We will create an automatic password for you. We will create the account for you, and then all the information you can populate later. So
Excellent.
create the account. You can look at all the products without creating the account.
Nice.
You can look at it, but when you want to buy, just like you would buy something else on anywhere else.
All right, so Lex, 30 seconds. Look at that camera right there, and you tell people all about why they need to use Trade Paddle.
Trade Paddle is all about supporting the locally made products. So if you want to support local manufacturers and keep the money in the community, please go to tradepaddle.com and join this movement. And also, you are really supporting the people here in Tampa Bay or in rest of United States and Canada.
AJ, thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming on again. He was on a while back there. So stick around again. Go freshen your coffee, beer, wine, whatever it is. It's getting at that time, and we'll be right back with another awesome guest on My Chamber TV. Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to talk health and beauty, right? Health and beauty. I love health and beauty. Actually, a lot of people don't understand that I came from the hair industry and in the production world, but we're with Halima, Yusuf, and you are the founder, right? The founder of CoCo Benifits. Let's talk about CoCo Benifits.
So I'll tell you a little bit, two parts to why I created CoCo Benifits. The first aspect is I grew up in South America.
Okay.
When I was growing up, the only thing we had was natural ingredients. We used fruits and plant-based ingredients to create everything for our beauty needs. That was our way to take care of our, and it worked well. I just wish I never stopped using it.
The minute you come off the reservation, I'm just telling you right now, you use all that fake stuff, you're doomed.
So the other part to my story is a few years ago, I found out I had sensitivity to a lot of the chemicals that are being used in a lot of the beauty products.
Right.
So, of course, what did I do? I went out and I bought more beauty products because I had to fix what the problem was, the itching, the irritation, dryness, and just everything else. So I went and I bought from the most expensive to the least expensive product, only to find that the problem became worse. So my doctor came back home and said I had to do something about this. So I went back to where I started as a child, and that's how CoCo Bee was born, CoCo Benifits, under the CoCo Bee brand.
Okay. And, so what's the base?
The base is choosing, it's all organic.
Okay.
Every one of our ingredients are organic. We choose carefully. We make sure our ingredients meet GMP, US GMP standard.
Right.
They're certified USDA organic ingredients.
Okay.
Our bottles are all made right here locally in Tampa, Florida. PBA free, 100% recyclable. They've been tested, approved over and over before we use those ingredients to make our products. One of the core ingredients we've adopted and will continue to adopt in all of our new product development is coconut oil.
See, I was waiting for you to say that because I'm like, okay, you got cocoa in there. So is that
Yes.
cocoa chocolate or cocoa coconut or?
I love the coconuts. Oh my God, that's what I grew up with. I ate it, I drank it, I use it for my hair, skin, and that's what most of us grew up with, of course, until we all took that many years of pause from it and
Right.
eventually realized it was one of the best things for.
So how long did it take you to get your first product out of line, from the line?
It took me about a year.
Okay.
And the reason it took that long, I could have gotten it earlier, was, again, the premise, the forefront of my company is choosing the right product, making sure there's no compromises in ingredients, no paraben, no fragrances, no chemical, non-toxic. And keeping everything locally. I wanted as much of my product development. I've been in international business for over 20 years. But I did not want to go outside the U.S., even though I could have gotten products cheaper and things done cheaper. For example, even my label is created right here in Oldsmar, Florida. So when someone purchase my product as well, they're supporting 4 other local businesses in the Tampa Bay area, not just Oldsmar. So that was the premise of making sure everything. I had the opportunity to launch my first product mid last year.
Okay.
I pulled it back. It did not meet my standards of quality and making sure that I became the tester for my product because it had to work. I had to test it
you
for
had
months.
sensitive skin.
Yes.
And all the other stuff was fine. So why not be the person that uses it to say, look, I have these problems. And, that's what happens is most time creative people, especially very creative people, will find a way to fix their own problems first, which you did. And then, all of a sudden, boom, it became this could be for everybody.
Absolutely, and that's the goal, is to make it. And I love what it has done. Every single one of my customers that has tried my product has nothing but good reviews.
Right.
Not only do they have good reviews, because they've bought it back. They've been second and third users of my product.
Right.
I did launch my first product in January, at the end of January. Just before, we put the pause on everything.
Yeah, of course.
But it's been a success. I've had repeat customers over and over. And a lot of my customers happen to be my neighbors, the people I work out with. And oh my God, if it's bad, your neighbors will tell you. And if they went back and bought it back, sold it to their friends, their family, meaning the idea of what I'm doing and wanted to use and try my products, then it's doing its job.
So how many products right now do you have on the market?
I currently have 3 products.
Okay.
So I have a skin and hair hydration products that, of course, pure, clean, no chemicals, no fragrances. And my second product, which is my hair, it's called a hair revitalizer treatment product. That product is exclusive to salon.
Okay.
It's in production. It's been tested, proven, everything, but it has not been in distribution yet. So I hope to launch that product in about 2 weeks. And the most excited one I'm excited about is my organic beach body oil. And this one it's summer. It's Florida. We all love to go outside, whether it's the pool day or day at the beach and one of the things we have to do is to keep our skin hydrated before and after. What makes this product unique in a lot of sense is it's non-toxic. It would not harm our environment. It would not destroy the coral reef, and that's becoming a big movement currently. So I'm super excited to get that product on Amazon by Friday.
Nice.
It's already on my website.
There's a company called Trade Paddle that might be a good little avenue for you too as well.
Absolutely. Everything and anything that would make it work and become a success, both in Florida and throughout the U.S.
So, is this good for men and women? Are women and men?
Absolutely. Every single one of our products are unisex, and they're safe not just for men and women, for kids as well. Because we
take anything for beards.
Absolutely. My skin hydration is perfect. It would help bring out the best in your beards, and it oxygenate the hair. And
what's any new products coming that you could talk about? Kind of.
Yeah, I'll focus on my beach organic beach body oil.
Right.
we use 100% organic, cold pressed, as fresh as we can get our coconut oil to be able to do this. Not only, it does not have to require, I want to make mention of that, it does not have to require SPF protection that are required for any UV damages, but it creates an extra layer. So for those that will use it, I will recommend that they put it on, apply any type of sunscreen if that's what they desire.
On top of it?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Or they can mix it together.
Normally, you can't mix those.
Yes.
You have to do one or the other.
But because you don't, and of course, test in a small area before, but there's no outside elements to it. It's so pure that it can be. And what most people don't know is that a lot of new products that are coming out have a tiny fraction of coconut oil and they sell it as coconut as the next best thing. So a lot of hair and skin product already have it. It just doesn't have the quantity to make it effective. And coconut oil is anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, it's loaded with lauric acid, which is amazing to keep our skin hydrated day or night.
Right.
So the benefits outweigh other products. And other products that are loaded with these chemicals tend to strip the body of what it needs to replenish the natural oil in our skin.
I had to say that I use a product, not that I'm a Mr. Dandy, but I do lose a lot of lotion on my hands because of the work we do. And it's weird that sometimes I don't feel like it's hydrating me. I feel like it's more pulling the moisture out. So,
and I'm glad you brought that up because our next product that's coming out in about a month to 2 months, a lot of, especially I listen to hairdressers and stylists because they have to wash their hands, especially with this pandemic that's going around thousands of times. So one of my client that actually uses my product she has a professional barber shop and she uses it after she shaves her clients. She was telling me how the product, every time she put it on, it rehydrates and it doesn't feel less stickiness. And one of the things to note about our product, my brand, CoCo brand, it's non-greasy.
Right.
It's easily absorbed into the skin, so you would not feel any type of greasiness, maybe initially, but depend on the quantity, of course. So we are formulating currently a blend of aloe vera, with coconut oil to be able to create a mix, and it will all be all organic, all pure, free from any chemical. And I've already started to test the product.
Nice.
And I will have this client of mine test the product as well, and it will be specific for hand. It will be a hand renewal kind of serum that will help for those that are looking. And I want to point out one thing as well with the CoCo brand and CoCo Benifits. A lot of quality products are super expensive. So we all want to stay within that realm of using products that are free from all these elements that destroy our skin, but most of the time we can't afford it. And one of the things I was able to do is because I'm working directly with manufacturers, I'm able to cut out a lot of layers so we can pass on those costs to our consumers and to our wholesalers. So whereas our competitors are charging maybe $30 to $50 for a tiny bottle of similar product, we are able to keep our price range within $15 to maybe $25. That's a retail, buying on Amazon with shipping and our website. So that's one of our goals as well, is to keep the quality, the price, focus on our community, meaning taking care of our other small businesses that we've partnered with, and to protect our environment at the same time. So those are some of the things I always want to make sure we stay true to.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you got a chance to say that because we are out of time, and I am so sorry it goes so fast. I know. So we've had our website, our information up the whole time. Make sure you reach out to this young lady and get some of this stuff because I know I am, because I want some for my hands and my beard. We'll be right back with our next guest right after this. All right, we're back, and this next young man has got a product that it's just amazing that you're here because my wife and I were literally just talking about this very thing yesterday. So Brian Williamson, correct? Wicks Outdoor Furniture.
Yes.
So let's talk about Wicks Outdoor Furniture.
Yes, actually, Wicks Outdoor Furniture started my current job. I also have I go to hotels and help opening. And when we were developing this, we were in China, actually, in Shanghai, staying at a hotel, and we noticed the furniture, my wife and I did, of how it was, very durable. It was lightweight. It was perfect. And so I had to find the manufacturer out. My wife and I worked through the details to find this out. Of course, she speaks Mandarin. I don't speak anything. So I'm standing there just going, I don't know. Whatever you all are saying, I don't know.
When she yells at you, you have no idea.
No
what she's
idea.
saying.
No idea.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's all right. I'll make up my own language.
There you
maybe.
go.
But, we just saw that. We said, we got to bring this to the U.S. and find a way to sell it to customers, industrial strength, as well as some retail type customers that we carry here. And what we did was we looked around in a lot of places in the United States, and then I thought, well, why don't I come back home? I am actually originally from here, 1977. I was born in Dunedin, moved to Oldsmar. So I've seen the Oldsmar community grow throughout the years, and I knew about the plaza that was there, and I thought it would be a great idea to bring the furniture here. Obviously, it's Florida with perfect weather year-round, pretty much, for patio furniture. And so we brought this fine product here to the United States.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, like I tried to ask other ones, how did the COVID hit you guys?
So we started in November 1st. It's quite interesting because, we're beginning, we send out all the marketing trying to get going, and then all of a sudden February hit us to where we sent out our last big marketing through the mail department. And then COVID hits. And so we started to turn towards more e-commerce and trying to get that developed more. What was interesting was we remained open for the most part through the window, and we did quite well. The time that we were closed down was about 3.5 days before they came out and said, you need to shut your doors, they closed us down. So we obeyed it, but we were a fairly new business, and it's kind of hard for me to market how we should have done and how we could have done because we're not even yet a year. So
okay, so now you're back open, kinda?
Oh no, we're open full.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna say this because I guarantee all my watchers are saying the exact same thing. Is there's tons of wicker guys around here, right? What makes you different? What makes your product different from their product?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that because a lot of what I've noticed here in Florida was the wicker furniture design was just getting very expensive. I mean, when you go out and people don't want to spend $4,000 to $5,000 on furniture, I mean, it's like, wow. And a lot, not to mark some of the competitors. We have some great people to which we partner with in town. It's just, we wanted to find a way to make it a little bit more affordable. So we do a lot of hand style, we do aluminum style to endure with the weather that we have. The other thing is that we partner with other companies within the area. We even just did one with St. Petersburg Beach on Adirondack chairs. We want to kind of sell their product. For people who build stuff on garages, we like to sell their product sometimes at our store.
Okay.
To give them a chance because they don't have the ability to do that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And so we partner with a lot of those. Our furniture obviously is compactable. So we like to sell a lot of dining rooms where today's houses don't have a lot of space for their patio. Right. So we make it to where the chairs go completely under and it turns into this square or rectangle table.
What?
We sell the fire pits are in the middle of the table. So then that way you don't have to have the big tall fire pits. Some people don't have the room for that.
Right.
So we generally do a lot of compact styles as well as unique and sort of modern. So.
That is, so, okay, now you just got me. So you could take, and it turns into a square.
Correct.
And then when you need it, pops out and
correct.
4 people sit comfortably.
I even have one that actually converts into an egg. You take it and invert it on top, and it creates an egg, and it's 2 chairs and a
All right,
table,
so Tampa Bay Multimedia, WeBeam TV has got to come to your place.
Yeah.
So, all right, that now you've got me a little bit interested.
Come on by.
Okay.
Come on by.
So what are your goals? I mean, I know COVID kind of poo-pooed on your opening, but what's the long-term goals?
Long-term goals, actually, just last night we were talking to the manufacturer, is to develop an e-commerce warehouse style here in Oldsmar. I want to see this development grow. I've moved to different places through my previous jobs, to different cities, and I've worked with organizations like GHLA in Georgia to help grow that city, that community, and I want to do that here.
Okay.
And that's why I partner with the Upper Tampa Bay Chambers, because I want to see that in the development of Oldsmar. I want to take my hometown, of course.
And then by doing that, you're bringing jobs to Oldsmar.
Correct.
Which is absolutely phenomenal. That is, okay, so let's talk about the location you chose, because I asked this question. I'm like, okay, well, are you on 19 or because I know there's and no, nope. And you said to me, which was awesome, is I picked the right name.
Yeah.
But you also picked a really good location.
Correct. I wanted to find something that was my wife is a Chinese citizen and she can't drive
Okay.
that well. Not to, I'm just saying, she has a hard time. So I live in East Lake Woodlands, and so I needed a shorter distance for her to drive.
Oh, there you go.
That was one.
Right.
The other was the fact we needed a back entrance to which I was very familiar with Forest Lakes Boulevard.
Right.
It's very busy. For anyone who travels down here, you know that it's super busy with the traffic. It gave us great visibility. And then being next to a large department store such as Ross, and then you also have Aldi's next door, that gave people ideas. They know where those stores are.
Yes.
So we wanted to be visible within that, not so hidden off of the Tampa Road area. So
Okay. So so it sounds to me like if I have a hotel, right? And I'm trying to revamp a little bit, make it look cooler on my pool and stuff like that. You're kind of the guy to go to because you're looking at the bigger picture here. Yes. And so let's talk about that. So how if I'm a business like that, how do I get a hold of you and start that conversation?
So basically reach out to me with any form of communication, obviously emails or telephones. What we do is we take pictures to which you send us. A lot of people like Pinterest and things like that, they post things and they really want that, but they want that for the restaurant. And it's hard to find a manufacturer anymore.
Right.
Well, we go and find that. We find someone who can create that item and bring it back, especially when we look at a restaurant like this.
Right.
You sometimes the furniture is no longer made. We work together with those commercial businesses to try and find those locations and get that exact type of furniture. And also with retail too. I mean, when you talk about people's homes, they want to design something a little bit different. So we still design here in America the product. We do send it out to get made elsewhere because a lot of it's hand done. I mean, every one of our wicker designs are hand done.
And I was going to ask you that because I know some of the wicker furniture that we've looked at in the past looks like it's been mass manufactured and sprayed with plastic.
Yeah,
it's like a plastic coating. So yours is not like that.
No, it's made from a recycled material actually.
Really?
Yeah, just like the polywood, ours is made from a PE rattan, which is a recycled material. It's not spray painted or anything like that.
And it holds up to the good old Florida rain and heat.
Oh, no, I know, and that's what I told them.
And bakes and doesn't crack and
it holds up north too. We sell a lot in Boston and Canada. It holds up to the cold weather element as well. So.
Now, can this also be used as indoor furniture?
Correct. People do all the time. They say that they want to use it inside. They like the chairs. We have swivel and rocking chairs. They like the design.
Really?
They want to keep it inside.
Okay. All right. And so just talk about price point. Can you?
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, let's stay away from that price point thing. But
so how we keep the price down is we don't give the option so much of the cushion color because we go with what the manufacturer sent us. Now, we sometimes order extras in different colors to provide that. Again, it helps within the cushions are most of the time double the amount of the furniture when you look at the end cost. So we try to bring that down. And then as well as it's just my wife and I working. Soon we'll get bigger, which, may increase things. But right now the price point anywhere is between, you're $250 for a chair to a dining set that's about $3,200 with a fire pit in the middle and 6 chairs. So
what?
Yeah. We're within all the
we looked at one of those, brother, couple about a month ago. Mm-hmm. That was way more than that.
Oh no, and I know.
Yeah, that is good pricing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Now, do you guys deliver, or do people need to come and pick up?
So that's a good question too. We also actually provide free delivery within 50, 75 miles. I don't believe in the gouging of that. If I can find it lower, as far as the renting of the vehicle, because I rent the vehicle and then I bring it to your house. I want to make sure it's set up correctly. I mean, there's been some times where they didn't like the setup. We went and took it and switched it out with another setup because they didn't want a round, they wanted an L shape. I find that when I go into someone's home and I personally deliver, it's one of those areas where I can talk people about maybe some more different types that they would like.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I've got that kind of money, I call you up and say, hey, look, Brian, come over to the house, take a look at what we got. What would you suggest? Instead of me sending you pictures, because I'll tell you, sometimes I've sent pictures and come back and I'm like, yeah, that didn't look like I thought it was going to look like after I sent the picture. So you'll come out and take a look.
Yes, yeah. The size is, I bring a tape measure sometimes to take a look at that. People always want to put up their television set outside, and they try to angle the couch to that point. A lot of times they don't realize the space that they have.
Right.
What I found with the COVID-19 issue is that people are starting to realize they have patios. They have pools now.
Yeah, we got property.
Yeah,
we didn't know
actually
we had.
have this. Let's go do this. Let's go put something out
Right,
there.
right.
So we're noticing that. I mean, you can clearly see with the home stores how much they get business coming in and out.
Right.
This, so.
I never had a longer honeydew list.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I we're essential workers, so it's what we do here is TV, and what she does is financing. So okay, I'm gonna let you look right in that camera over there, right there, and you tell them people at home for take 30, 40 seconds and tell them why they need to use you.
Well, if you want to buy an affordable product with a high quality product, I come to Wicks Outdoor Furniture. We are home. We are trying to increase this market here in the Oldsmar. We want to provide jobs, clearly, but we want to see this market grow. And thanks to the Upper Tampa Bay Chamber for allowing us to be here. And John, thank you very much for your time. And come see us.
All right, so if you are looking to make your patio look prettier, or even indoors, you never know. It's whatever you want to do. Look, right there's their website. You go right there. Get a hold of this young man. He'll come out, make you look good, make your house look good, make your wife happy. That's what it's really kind of all about, is making wife happy, because a happy wife is a happy life. With that being said, we have one more guest coming on, and we're going to talk about this beautiful restaurant that we are in, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, save the best for last. We are here with George and Liz from the Beachwood Seafood and
Kitchen and Bar.
There you go. So I want to make sure it's been said right. Okay, so everybody knows this location where we're at in Oldsmar, as it's been a couple of different things, and I was at one of the restaurants, but not the second restaurant was here. But I'll tell you what, we got here this morning to set up, this place will absolutely knock you on the floor as how beautiful it is. I love the living wall. I love the bamboo. But let's talk about Beachwood. How did that concept come about?
Well, we already had 2 restaurants that were mainly a steakhouse. We were looking for a third location. We looked in the Tampa Bay area for a while, about a year, and this one became available. It used to be a seafood restaurant, so obviously we didn't want to open up another steakhouse across the street.
Right.
So we decided to go with seafood and sushi.
Now, you're part of the Flamestone
Yes,
group,
that
correct?
is our sister company.
So,
Flamestone
and I know you got
Group.
one across the street here in Oldsmar, and then there's one in Trinity, which is actually my favorite. My wife and I did our Valentine's Day dinner
you?
there. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Very
Excellent.
nice.
And so seafood. I like seafood. So let's talk about that.
Well, we have some business partners that we've used in the local community as far as distributors and seafood, and we didn't want to go with any kind of frozen product. We didn't want to be like your average seafood
Red
restaurant.
Lobster. There you go. I'll say it.
You said it.
I wasn't going
you don't
to.
want to be
You said
like
it.
Red Lobster, and that's okay.
So we wanted to keep what we've been doing for years by getting fresh food. And we started off using the same people we've been using for 20 years. We started with the sushi. We said, hey, we already have seafood. Let's go with that. It was a great combination.
Right.
There was not much in the area. We had a beautiful place to do it. And it's been going very well. We have 2 great bars. We have large private rooms. We can do large parties. And people come in here for the fresh food, but they also love the atmosphere, like you said.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you have the inside, and then you have a controlled outside, which is absolutely phenomenal. And this morning, if I thought about it and said, "Hey, do you mind turning the AC on out there?" I hate you do that for us, but that would have been that's fantabulous out here. You got this 360-degree bar, which to me is absolutely phenomenal. So you can be all the way around, come in, sit down for cocktails, wait for your table. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you the question I guarantee everybody out there is want to know is how did COVID hit you guys? Let's get that out of the way.
It was horrible in that, when, like he said, they opened in August and we wanted to do kind of a grand opening ribbon cutting,
Right.
and then this just completely trampled all of our plans. And unfortunately, we were going so well progressively in terms of during season, which is December, January, February, booking parties and having all of these events coming up, and just one by one, every day, it was less and less until it was nothing. But, we've had a great resurgence in the community ever since we've started doing our to-goes and things like that. We actually just launched at both Flamestones as well as here on Monday, our sunset menu, which is from 4 to 5:30. So it's everything is under $20. Here we have like the macadamia nut crusted mahi. We have, and we also have sushi here. I don't know if you had said that before, but sashimi, nigiri, just gorgeous, gorgeous sushi that we have here, as well as the seafood and the steak concept as well.
Okay, so now George, you're the general manager here.
Yes, sir.
Correct? And Liz, you are the event coordinator.
I do the private dining as well as the marketing.
So I can have a little party here if I want.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
So-
we have 2 large rooms, and like I said, with the patio, it used to be open. We enclosed it.
Right.
So it's climate controlled. But in the wintertime, when it's cool out, we can open it up.
Open
It's
it up.
gorgeous during
So
hot
when it's a
winter.
hot day like today,
Today's
the next
hot.
couple of months,
Yep.
which actually 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, 10 months, yeah.
But for the rest of the time, the couple of weeks that we have of winter, we can open it up and get somebody some fresh air. We have TVs out there, so we can put on the game on Sundays if you want. We could do. We've done receptions, baby showers, all kinds of events for companies, gatherings. I mean, you name it. And we have another room inside that we can do as well. So we have 2 large rooms, gives you an option.
Okay, so this is how much of a restaurant snob I am. I will judge a place by the cleanliness of their bathrooms. You have got some of the cleanest and nicest bathrooms I've ever seen in a restaurant.
It's a weird compliment, but we'll take it.
I know,
We're pretty
it is,
spotless,
but there's
so,
guys
yeah.
like us that go and because if you can't keep that clean, you're not going to keep this clean.
Sure.
And
You just made the owner smile. That's
that
the number
is
one thing.
spotless in there. I'm like, and it's laid out nicely too, because there's a lot of restaurants you go into, you open the door and there's the guy peeing. You're like, oh, that's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But so let's get off that real quick. I just want to let you. For me, that's a compliment because
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
big deal. Let's talk about some of the menu.
Sure.
Let's talk about some of the seafood that you guys serve here.
Okay. We offer grouper, which is the number 1 seller right here.
Right. Well, welcome to Florida. Yeah.
Yes, black grouper. It's all domestic. We offer a whole red snapper, so you're going to get the whole fish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But if you don't want the whole fish, you can cut the head off for you. Some people.
Some people don't want it staring at
Some
you.
people are. Yes. We have fresh Atlantic salmon. We have sea bass,
Swordfish. Swordfish is my
swordfish,
favorite.
Right.
Scallops that are U10 big bay scallops, fantastic.
Oh,
Shrimp. I mean, you name it. And we bring in some local specials once in a while for fresh catch. So
Right.
we try to keep it new and fresh.
okay. So now I know your seafood, but if I wanted to throw a fillet in there to do surf and turf,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
you got. Well, of course, you got the flame
We
stuff.
offer
Great.
black Angus filet, York strips.
Nice.
They both come out of Chicago Stockyard,
Ooh.
so they're
Okay, that's
great
good cut.
steaks.
Yeah.
Same meat that we offer over at Flamestone. And then we have our fantastic sushi, which is on happy hour.
That's what I was gonna say because I'm a sushi. I love sushi.
I do too.
Yes.
So-
And I mean, the chef that we have here, he puts pride into his work. And when you get it to the table, you can not only see it, but you can taste it. Because once you've had sushi at different restaurants, you start to notice the differences between
Right.
whether it's fresh or
Fresh or not, yep,
When you have fresh
exactly.
fish, it makes a world of difference.
Got it. So I had a sushi stuff. A real quick story. Sushi chef. Yeah, I can't say it. Said to me, he goes, the one thing I don't like is is when people order California roll. That's like going and having your steak cooked well done.
Yeah, it's
He's like,
boring.
really? Come on, you
Yeah.
just gotta try this. So what? I mean, do you have a full range?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could put octopus in it.
I was
know
gonna say,
you're
our
say it.
octopus is fantastic.
Fresh eel,
Oh,
salmon, tuna.
yes.
We use hamachi or yellowtail,
Yep.
Lobster.
lobster.
Really?
Yes.
Absolutely. We can do a veggie roll for the vegetarians out there. Yes, we
You,
offer something.
so you can get a California roll, but
Absolutely.
let's open your world up. Try
Oh, yeah.
something a little bit different,
And
right?
if you don't want the rice, if you don't want the carbs, you can do it with cucumber on the
Cucumber, yep.
outside,
That's a
rice
great
paper.
Nice.
So we give you options.
Oh,
Definitely.
that's good.
Something
See,
for
a lot of places you can't. They're like, nope, this is what we got. So it is what it is.
Well, you were just talking to me about your wife gets a roll here that he makes specifically for her with the lobster.
Oh, yeah.
Not to put that out there,
That's
but
okay.
Let's put it out there. I like putting it out
Put
there.
lobster meat in the roll, and then you'll take a lobster tail, place that in the middle, take some lobster meat with eel and octopus spicy on the top.
Mm. Oh, that does sound good.
Oh, yeah. Once that hits the table.
If you're not hungry yet, there's something wrong with you people. I'm just telling you right now. I'm like, they're not open until 4 o'clock. See, do I have time?
That's all right. You can come back. And
Oh, we will, absolutely.
Happy hour, 4 to 7,
4 to
every
7.
day, Monday through Sunday.
So you guys still do a happy hour?
Absolutely.
How rare that is now?
well,
Is to find
especially
a
with the
happy hour?
times and
Oh.
everything. But
And
Yeah.
it's off everything in the bar except by the bottle. and the sushi rolls.
And the sushi rolls.
And we
Nice.
have great sake to go with our sushi.
Oh,
and
so
seafood
you've
as
taken,
well.
you stepped it up. You actually have, now can I get the warm sake?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's even better. All right, so Liz, if I wanted to have an event here,
Yes.
I call you up, what do I need to go through to be able to get an event here?
Well, I mean, realistically, we do have room minimums, but it's not. We don't. It's not a deposit. It's not. It's just the food and beverage cost has to be a certain amount,
Right.
you know, based on, especially if it's a Friday or Saturday
Okay.
night when we're normally going to be busy. But we can accommodate anything. Like George said, you know, one of our rooms seats 90 guests here,
Oh,
and another
my.
patio seats 60, and same with Flamestone. We have a small private areas at both Trinity and Oldsmar, and large private areas, and just basically, you know, we like to do prefix menus just if it's 20 or more, just because we like to kind of help our chefs out a little bit.
Yeah, you
with-
don't want to sideswipe them with a whole bunch of crazy orders.
It allows it to come out in a more timely manner.
But I mean, we
Absolutely.
do everything from pharmaceutical luncheons to baby showers and bridal showers and wedding rehearsals and things like that.
We actually
So-
had a wedding, an actual wedding inside.
Really? Well, I can see that. I mean, it's
yeah,
very,
with the backdrop, yeah.
it's a very pretty. You know, it's stunning when you walk in. Doug sent over and goes, "Oh, we're gonna do another restaurant." I was like, "Oh, great, okay, no problem." And then when I walked in, I'm like, "Whoa!" And my problem is where to shoot. I mean, because every wall in here is done. It's different. You know, and they're all gorgeous. So, but I still pick the bar because
Oh,
you know,
yeah, that's
it's
our focal
alcohol.
point. That's the baby. But I mean, what's great is even when that one fills up, we have a second bar out there that you can go sit at.
Right.
So it gives you options. You know, if you're sitting waiting for a table on a busy night, you have plenty of places to sit down and relax. We even have couches out there.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm like, boy, you drink a little bit too much, and there
Yeah.
you go. You're
Go
never
take a
gonna,
nap.
you're
Go
never
ahead.
gonna want
You
to
know,
leave. I'm just
I'll wake
telling
you
you.
up in a half hour.
So what's the hours? What are your hours during the week?
We are Sunday through Thursday from 4 to 9. currently.
Okay.
We dialed it back 1 hour. And then Friday and Saturday 4 to 10.
10 o'clock, yep.
Okay. Prefer call-in or walk-in?
Either or.
Walk-in is fine, especially with, you know, such a small, tight-knit community as Oldsmar and the West Chase area is. But if it's on a Friday or Saturday, I would recommend a reservation.
Reservation.
Father's Day, we open here at noon until 9. We're doing a full dinner menu all day.
Right.
And then same at Flamestone, we're open from 11 until 9.
Father's Day. Father's Day.
Give us a little love.
Yeah, it's coming, right? Oh my goodness. All right, so I want you guys to look at that camera, and I don't care which one of you do it, but give me that 30-second. Tell them why, where, and how, and when.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you just want a great local place, eat local, live local, like we like to say, I mean, we've been in business here since August, and we have our sister companies that have been around for 12 years, and we love our community, and we have wonderful sushi, steak, seafood, everything you could ask for, and like you said, it's an absolutely beautiful restaurant.
Absolutely. Come see us. We have a staff that is top notch. They love to take care of you. They want to make you feel welcome. And we have a great family community between us and the staff. So this is definitely a place you want to come have a nice dinner or even have a nice party and sit at my bar and have a great time.
And we've missed all of you the whole time that we've been away,
Absolutely.
so please come back.
See, they've missed you guys. All right. Thank you for watching today's My Chamber TV. We know you have a ton of stuff out there that you could be watching, but you've chosen to sit down with us and listen to the people that we bring on. We will see everybody next week with another My Chamber TV. Have a good day.